Hey guys, we're here with Archit, who does a whole bunch of things when it comes to IT and outsourcing. Archit, man, thank you for joining us. We met early on this year when you came and exhibited at our first event,
Mhm.
Stand Up,
Thank you so
right?
much. Thank
And
you for inviting
we've been keeping in touch since.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to touch base. How's COVID-19 been for you? How's the pandemic? You're telling me you were bored. You're like a bored at home, not much to
Like,
do. What's going on?
as you know, I work with two companies. One of them
Yep.
going well. Actually, one of them is not that bad. We didn't lose any clients, but we didn't gain new ones either. So it's neither good nor bad. Second one, actually, we're losing a lot of business. IT industry is not going well. I mean, nobody's trying to create new content, no website. Like, it's okay. Like, we're not losing people. Sometimes we lose people. So some days we don't lose people. It's ups and downs.
Oh man. How's the general sentiment been like within your industry? Like, what are people thinking?
IT, it's not been good. This COVID-19 really destroyed a lot of businesses in the IT sector for sure. I know some sectors you were telling me profited, but we definitely did not profit. We lost a lot of in the last
Is
month.
it?
I think 15% we lost.
Jeez, jeez. Is this directly for IT outsourcing or just IT in general?
IT in general, I would say. I mean, I know the whole sector moved at home, so I mean, things are still going smooth. But I mean, in big companies, people did get laid off. I know some of my clients' own companies, they laid off people. So I have CEOs on the call with us trying to learn our software, like the one I work with.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they don't have that many people anymore to actually implement their strategies and plan out their um, future plans. So it's mostly
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
them doing it themselves now.
True. No, makes sense, man. Like I would imagine though, like since everyone's like trying to work from home, wouldn't outsourcing go upwards because people want they need to figure out virtual solutions to things anyways?
I guess my answer to that would be the IT sector. Not you can't be prepared for anything. Anything can happen,
Mm.
right? Especially okay. So
Yeah.
I work with franchisors. People are not signing up for new franchisees, right? People are not trying to start a business right now because they don't know how long the situation is going to go. That's the main reason. In IT, when you
Yeah.
request, or sorry, when you invest some money, you need to know when the return is going to come in. The problem is they don't know when they're going to even step out of the house anymore, right?
Mm.
It's getting harder and harder for them. So I guess it's not working for us as well as I thought it would be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's the market saying? Like, we talked to everybody about this, right? On how long this is gonna last.
Mm.
What's gonna happen to your industry if this lockdown happens, continues for like 4 months, 7 months, 9 months?
You know, I
What do you
think
think?
in I think for 6 months we should be fine. Like I know we can sustain this for 6 months easily. I know it's already been a month, so let's say for 5 more months we should be fine. If it goes longer than that, then we need to even lose some of our resources. Like
Yeah.
the company that I work with, we work overseas a lot, right? And if this goes any longer, we might have to lay someone off. Unfortunately, our board of directors are very nice. Like they don't want to like lay off people. They cut hours for some people,
Yeah.
but they want to lay off people. But again, the more clients we lose in
Fantastic.
return, it's gonna affect our company directly. And just
No,
not
of
my
course.
company in its IT sector itself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the things we touched upon earlier is that your company invested in pandemic insurance.
Oh yeah,
You
we
heard of
did.
that?
Yeah,
I mean, I've never heard of that. Like, you think of that as being like, volcano insurance. Like, people joke about that, right?
true,
It's
true.
like, when is that? Am I ever going to use that?
Yeah,
And I think that's really been the saving grace for you guys, especially, right? The fact that you have
I could definitely tell people more about that. Uh,
Mhm.
so I know we're a small business. I mean, we started off as a small business about 7 or 8 years ago.
Mhm.
The reason for this is because along the time when my boss was when he owned other companies in 2008, there was an economic depression, right? A lot of people lost jobs, a lot of people lost money, and it was a hard time for him. That's the time he realized that this type of pandemic can happen anytime, right? There's obviously nobody knows when it's going to happen. when it's gonna even end or something. So we got something called pandemic insurance. We were so lucky to have that. If a pandemic happens, according to our insurance terms, if a pandemic happens, then within the first 6 months, we're covered. Our company doesn't have to lose any jobs. We might have to cut some hours to make sure that we stay within our limits for expenses. We cut some expenses down, but our jobs are secure for the next 6 months at least because of this pandemic insurance. They paid us about $400,000 over the. They're gonna pay us 400,000 over the next 6 months. After that, we're on our own.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's still fantastic for a thought by your boss, right? Like
definitely. Yeah,
thinking that over.
yeah,
Not a lot of people would do that. So kudos to him. Kudos
yeah.
to
It's a lot of
whoever
premium we're
did it.
paying. I mean, if this, let's just say, coronavirus didn't happen, this pandemic didn't happen, then we would still be paying the premium. I think he's paying about like over $5,000 a month for the company.
Wow,
Yeah,
just for pandemic insurance?
that's for pandemic insurance. I mean, it covers more than pandemic insurance, but it,
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I mean, it's a branch. Like your car insurance doesn't only cover your tires; it mostly covers the interior too. So we just redeemed our tires right now. That's what I do. Yeah, but I
Okay,
mean, we
that
cover
makes
more.
more sense.
Yeah, like let's say our building catches fire. I mean, I hope that never happens. But let's say our building catches fire, then we're covered. And any unforeseen circumstances, they're going to cover a lot of our expenses and make sure that we don't have to fire people or lay people off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest challenges we face being a company that works with overseas resources is that we need to make sure they're protected because see our even though they haven't seen, like most of the people haven't seen us in person yet that work for us, they still need to know that we're working for an organization, not just, playing cards over here and gambling, right? So I think it's very important that they knew that we have this insurance. Most of our company employees appreciated it. And of course, they're not going to lose their jobs. What's happier than that, right?
Mhm. Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Cool. Can you talk a little more about the two companies you work with?
Okay.
Um,
So one of the ones that I work with, the one that got the pandemic insurance, it's a CRM. It's called FranchiseSoft. It's a franchisee CRM. We exclusively work with franchisors who are looking for a place to house their leads, a place to house their contacts, a place or like a CRM to actually convey their messages in an email blast. There's a bunch of things that we do. Right now, we have about 40 clients that I work with. So I personally work as the onboarding specialist over there. Any new clients that we get, uh, any old clients that we have, they're all considered my clients. And I'm able to not only teach them, but actually regain their knowledge. If they have somebody joining the company, I would be the person they contact so they can get him up to speed with their processes on franchise. And the other company I work with is Archit, originally the one that I worked with at your event. So that's actually a developer firm. So it's an outsourced development firm. What we do is we have a bunch of developers housed in an office who are looking to get hired by companies over here in Canada, US, so they can work for them remotely. So I do business development for these guys. I usually just try to find clients who would be interested in hiring overseas resources, right, for a good price, of course. So I do that. That's my second one.
yeah, awesome. And we talked about earlier too. You lived in Chicago for a while. And you recently moved back
Yeah,
home.
for like a little bit. Yeah, I think that was 3 years ago now. I lived there for
Yeah.
about 7 or 8 months. Nice time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was just a way to get out of the city and just to get some new
You
surroundings,
can
or was
say
it for
that.
business?
Yeah, I had my internship there actually. I was working for a company. Well, when I was in the middle of my university, I was working for a company that does a lot related to IT, but I mean they shifted sectors now. But they called me over there directly, and I was housed in my uncle's apartment. Actually, he lives in Chicago. It was convenient for me, so I took the Chicago location. It was a change. It was a good change for me.
Yeah. Sorry, if you could like not move around, I think the noise is coming through
Yeah, sorry about that.
the chair and stuff. Yeah, no worries. But cool, man. So, like, tell me a little bit more about Chicago and how that went, because from what I hear, Chicago is also blowing up when it comes to tech, especially in like marketing. Like a lot
Mm,
of digital agencies are there, right?
yeah.
Did you have an experience working with them at all?
Not really, because I was living in Naperville. It's a little bit farther from like the Chicago main area. Um, I did have a lot of experience. I did have a lot of experience in my own company, which was also in Naperville. Again, IT firm doing. We did website development. We did SEO. We did a lot of PPC campaigns. So I was coordinating them. It went well, actually. I think that company still exists. It's just like I said, it shifted sectors now. I know they're doing investment in real estate now and stuff like that. But the market over there, I would say the IT sector, I am not aware of now. After COVID situation, I didn't get in touch with
Yeah,
any.
yeah,
My own companies have been so busy. Like, I mean, just
yeah,
keeping clients is hard now, right? Nobody wants to like pay a premium for something they don't need, and I feel like CRM could be something that they don't want to pay for, right? So I think it's been
yeah.
keeping me busy. What do you think? I think you think the Chicago uh, is better in IT sector than Toronto right now, like in the COVID?
No, no, no. From what I hear from the market, and also I hear like Chicago's really good with the digital side. Digital marketing is
Mhm.
huge there.
Exactly.
Like Shopify is really interested. I got first turn on them because I got headhunted for a senior role at Shopify,
Okay. I
right?
think you told me
And
this.
during the interview, yeah, so during the interview, they're like, "You really need to know about Chicago." And I'm like, "What do I need to know about Chicago?" And then they told me, and they told me what all the growth factors there. This is about 2 years ago, so I've been keeping an eye out for things coming out of there,
Mhm.
because a company like Shopify is that interested in Chicago as a hub. That's interesting.
Mhm. Right.
Especially Chicago is known for such like a financial city.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's cool to know that tech is still booming out of there. There
Mhm.
are a few tech companies coming out of there. Funny enough, like the really interesting area is Minnesota.
Minnesota. Mhm.
Minnesota is probably one of the hubs in the world, um, definitely in the world and in North America for medtech, medical
Mhm.
technologies.
Mhm.
That entire region is completely crazy, right? So we're pretty tied in with medical technology companies here, and some VC funds that work here in medical tech. And it's interesting, right? Because we think here a lot of medtech companies are doing booming because we see a lot. And Toronto's been historically known for like, especially medical technologies and commercialization of sciences and research. But apparently, it's like one third of the market that's opening up in the states over there. But who knows right now, right? Like with especially things happening right now with COVID,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? A lot of these companies are probably doing pretty well or trying to pivot away into a model that works for them,
Mhm.
right?
They do have a lot more cases than Canada. That could be a factor why it's harder for them to stay awake right now. But I guess they should be doing good, right? I mean, people prepare for this kind of stuff. It could happen anytime, right? I mean, my own boss, I didn't
Yeah,
expect,
I don't.
right?
I think your boss is very much, a minority, a very big minority of preparing for this. I don't think anybody's
Thinking
prepared
ahead.
for that. And in fact, from what I'm hearing from the U.S., especially, they're not preparing. They're not even preparing now,
Yeah.
right? Like especially in the South, especially in the South in the States, it's business as usual. There's no protections, right? Everyone's just going about their business as it's normal.
Hmm.
Um, there's no real quarantine. There's no real enforcement of that. Entire company. There's no essential versus non-essential business closures. It's business as usual, and that's the scary part. The states might be really hit hard,
People are
right?
getting
I
laid
was
off.
talking,
It's funny because
yeah,
US, a lot of
thousands.
clients, they're getting clearly laid off. I feel like Canada didn't have that happen as much. I don't know that many people who got laid off.
Yeah, um, U.S. numbers definitely trump ours. It's crazy the amount of people got laid off, especially concerning there since they also when you get laid off they lose the health insurance, right? Which is insane for us.
Yeah.
But again, for Canada, yeah, we're a lot more protected, 100%. Um, I just think it is a way we work here. I think like it's more secure, but there have been layoffs, man. So we're looking at a list. Last Friday, thousands of tech workers were laid off globally, right? Hundreds of them are here. Like Ritual laid off like 300 people
Hmm.
last week. Toronto born and raised company.
Mm,
They let go of people let go of people all across the world, and that's concerning because tech has the highest margin business.
I know.
You're letting go of people, right? That's a real indicator. What about the lower margin businesses? They're
Mm,
probably much more fried right now.
mm.
But yeah, what about your friends and stuff? Like, what do they say? Your clients, how are they
Nobody,
preparing for this?
if you say about my friends, nobody got laid off. They're all working fine. They are facing challenges. Everybody that I know till now, nobody has said that work is easy, even though they're having people work from home. I feel like when you work from home, people expect more from you, right? Because they don't know what you. I mean, if you think about it, traveling. You're not traveling anymore. You have
Yeah.
more time. In the comfort of your room. The worst you can do is not work, right? Getting
Hmm.
paid the same working from home. You know what some companies did? Actually, it might be funny to you. Maybe the first time you hear this, but instead of firing people, they came up with a at-home wage. So apparently, if you're working from home, your salary is different, and if you're working in office, it's normal. I
Yeah.
guess it works better than getting laid off, right?
Yep.
Uh, but again, I mean, I don't want to lose my salary, right? Based on
Hmm.
if I'm working from home or not. If you think about it from the company owner perspective, it's amazing that you're not having them lose their jobs, but you're still like it's still costing them. Indirectly, it's costing all of us, but as an employee, it really sucks when you have a different wage at home, right? Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you heard that
I
before?
haven't heard of that.
No, right? Yeah,
No, I haven't heard of that. The at home wage. It's interesting. I mean,
yeah.
if it's really a way to bail out the company to bring down their burn rate to keep the staff on longer, that makes sense. But if it's wage gouging, if companies are trying to take advantage of this, that's different.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That'd be kind of unfortunate. Um, so let's talk a little about that, right? Like working from home. I'm feeling like if this goes on for a few more months, companies are already looking at this and be like, why am I paying for a $30,000 office? You know, why am
You,
I making my employees drive or bus in for an hour?
yeah.
I think a lot of companies I'm talking to, the companies are thinking it might be better to have a distributed workforce, have people work from home, and maybe have like a smaller office people can come to for at need, or even better, have credits and like
Or for
certain
meeting, just for
co-working
meeting,
spaces just for
just
meetings. Yeah,
come for meeting, or maybe if you have to see a client, go to your office, come back home, start working again.
yeah, and not even an office. Like use
I'm kind of
uh,
on and against it. I mean, I might be okay with working from home regardless, but again, it's I'd rather go to an office. It feels more official to me. I don't know if that makes
yep.
sense, but I feel better at work than being at home. I'll be honest with you. I probably get the same amount of work done, but if my job starts to be only from home, I'm gonna hate my life. I
Yeah.
won't very much.
You need, I think, especially as salespeople, you need to stretch your legs. You need to get new environments. You need to meet new people. Like, you need to exit your scenario, right?
Yeah,
But at
exactly.
the same time, like the fact that everybody's home, I'm actually connecting with people way more. More people who would, not have time for me are taking my calls
Because they're home, right?
because they're home, because they have time, right? So it's actually really interesting dynamic, even though I'm not as fluid and moving around. Like I literally have not left my house that much in the last 4 weeks. And yet I have had more calls, more conversations, and more podcasts done than I have done in the 6 months,
Wow, that's amazing.
right? Like just because like I'm just driving and doing work because where's the friction? We're no longer setting up meetings and meeting face to face or scheduling calls, right? Put up a Zoom link, put up a calendar link, and like, hey, schedule yourself in, and I'll take
Yeah,
the call. And like, you can organize yourself pretty lucratively, right?
yeah,
And work around it.
yeah.
I think the interesting thing is, as long as you're motivated enough, you can integrate your work and life together.
Yep.
So you still got to bed, turn your laptop on, get some work done, go make breakfast, eat with your family, then start working again. Turn on the Xbox, play some COD, and start
Uh,
working again, right?
exactly.
Like, what's interesting is like I work like that normally. Right? I like working like that. So I'll send out emails to my team like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm a night owl, and then Henry, my business partner,
Yeah.
he's a morning guy. He's a morning person. So
He
he'll
like,
wake up around like 5, 6 a.m.
yeah,
So 4 hours after I send an email out at 2 o'clock, he's already actioning upon it and operating. And then when
that's,
I wake up,
hmm,
he's already actioned so much and like here's next steps. And then I pick up and go. Right. And then it's like this it's like a relay race that actually functioned more. So me and
hmm,
him, like we've set this kind of module up for the past year that's been working really well. And
hmm,
now it's just been more streamlined because everyone else is doing that. Right now, I'm getting emails from clients from other people at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? You'll do calls randomly. Everything's kind of integrated.
yeah,
It's kind of like a soup, right?
amazing.
Work and life.
Hmm. Have you come up with like a routine? I feel like everybody's been asking me this lately. When I'm home,
Oh,
I definitely have a routine. I think I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
have no routine.
oh man.
For the
Oh,
past few years, I've built a great routine, right? Wake up, first thing you do, hit the gym, get pumped up, eat a
yeah.
good meal, and then go, right? 1 hour reading, and then, but answering emails. Like, always had a routine.
Yeah.
I've trained myself to do that. But being at home, you can't do it. I can't do it.
Really?
I think my main part is that like I've structured it so that each room or each environment is meant for something, right?
Hmm.
So my room is meant for sleeping. I don't really do much,
Okay.
anything else. I come there to come to sleep. Then I have a work table here if I need to do work. But then the office is where I spend 90% of my time,
Hmm.
right? Especially my productive time,
Yeah.
right? We had like you go to huddle space. They have a gym there. I hit the gym right in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Get some light reading, get some reading done, and then start my day there, right? So got ingrained into that kind of routine. And part of that routine was being able to exit the home environment and being like, this is a work environment,
Definitely. Yeah.
right?
Oh, I definitely
Blending,
I get that. Yeah.
right? And living from home, you don't want to do that because you're also working on your family schedule and other people's schedule. But like the routine breaks down, but I feel like it's still functional. Right? I'm still being super functional,
Exactly.
right? Whereas regularly, like if it was last year and everyone else was working on a routine and you're out of sync,
Hmm.
right? Then you're out of sync and you're not being functional,
Yeah.
right? I feel the fact that everyone else is struggling with the same thing and integrating life and doing things on the fly, and they're not expecting, oh, I emailed you 30 minutes ago, where's my reply? Right? They just like, yeah, you'll get back to me when you get back to me. Right? I
Yeah.
think that's the main thing. Everything's become more fluid now, and it's
Hmm.
weirdly free.
I think it's I think you're right. Definitely, you need to step out for office work. Definitely, that's a good routine. At home, you're so comfortable. That's another like negative point. You're so comfortable, you feel more lethargic, even though you don't feel it sometimes.
Mm.
You know it. You're getting lethargic. But I mean, I think your productivity goes up because I think I've been having a lot more calls too. Right, my whole job is based on having calls, and I've been having more calls. But again, that's only when I want to. Right, in office, you kind of have to. When we're in at home, you're like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it after food, right? But waking up, going to gym, I miss that, man. I so miss that. Like it's
I
been
miss
a,
the gym so much.
yeah. You know, in my house downstairs in the basement, we have a elliptical machine and a treadmill. So I have something going on. But I mean, compared to the gym, it's so much worse. I'd rather go to the gym every day than going downstairs and working out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, all I have right now at home is a pull-up bar. Thank God, I have that at least,
Yeah, exactly.
right? I don't know if I told you, but I actually moved, right? So I just got
Really?
a new place, bro. We moved in a week before the pandemic. A
Oh man,
week.
wow. Wait, so in
I
your house, like
I
with your,
barely have furniture in my house.
oh wow,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. So I actually bought my first house. Me and my wife, we moved in here.
nice.
Finished moving. We moved. We got possession, moved in the house, and the
Yeah,
pandemic started hitting. We didn't get any of our furniture that we ordered, so
yeah,
we canceled most of the order.
mm,
We luckily we got appliances put in before this all happened,
mm,
right? But my whole house is barely furnished, man. And I
nice.
can't order anything off Amazon. Right? We just been waiting to see what's going on.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything. Cool
But
thing
on
is
the
I've moved my
side,
parents.
in the new house, you're at least getting to spend time with each other, right? That's more valuable than new furniture, right? If you get a new house and you start going to work every other day, like nothing changed, it's just another same house. It's like more of the same every day. Now you're at least like discovering the whole house, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah, absolutely. It's good because everyone's around. So I moved my parents in. My sister's living with us too. So
Nice,
it has a family environment. It's not empty.
nice.
So there's movement around. But also being stuck in the household with five family members, right?
Mm,
Trying to work and coordinate because everybody's working at the same time too, right? It's also a struggle.
yeah. It's all different. Like I feel like I don't know how long it's gonna go, but I really don't want this COVID to go longer than like 2 months, let's say. Initially, initially when it started, I thought maximum is gonna go for like is a month. But from what I'm hearing, it could go up to like 2 years. I heard.
It's this is our month, man. This has been a month, 2 years. Yeah, everyone's saying 18 months is going to take time to get the vaccine out in the public to safeguard us.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't mind
But
it.
it's
It's you can't go out. It's just that whole feeling of being home only. It sucks. To some extent, it's even harder to stay home than being outside. Right? It should be the other way around.
yeah. You know who I feel bad for? Teenagers, man. Right?
Yeah.
You're stuck at home. You're not going out. You're not having fun. You're not having parties. You're not meeting people. I mean, that's the age where you are so want to go out and explore new people,
Yeah.
right? And you want to be away from family. Now you're stuck with them. I was thinking about this the other day with my wife, right? I'm like, man, like imagine we were like teenagers and like I'm at my house, your house, because we've been dating since we're like 17,
Hmm.
and like how difficult that would have been, right? One, not be able to meet other people, but also each other, right? Like what's
Hmm.
happening with relationships? What's going to happen with people, right? What's going to happen to a younger generation who's less now, no school for if it goes on for a year or two. Can you imagine
Yeah.
no school? We're trying to work from home, surrounded by devices, right? And not meeting any people,
They're gonna be so
right?
antisocial, right? They won't like it.
Yeah,
They won't know how to react when they get out of the house, right? Yeah, I'll
yeah.
tell you a funny story. My really good friend, one of my best friends, he broke up with his girlfriend on March 11th, and the guy's 1 week later he's stuck in the house. Now he's so depressed he can't open his eyes because, of course, I mean, when you
Yeah.
break up after like okay, they had a 7 year long relationship. They broke up.
Oh,
I don't know, family reasons, lots of reasons. They're not one, but now he's home. They're both home, and they're just depressed out of their minds. I mean, I would be too, of course. I mean, 7 year long relationship, you're just breaking it up. So see, like it's affected a lot of people in ways they didn't even know they can get affected, right? But it is giving you a sense of importance of home, right? At least you're finding out what you couldn't do. You know how there's been days you're probably asking, why am I here? I should go back home. I just want to go to my bed. Now you have your bed right here and you can't go to sleep because you're only
yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
It's the irony.
It is, man. Like I'm usually like I've been trying to train myself to be more regulated. Wake
Hmm.
up a certain time, hit the gym, go to sleep a certain time, have meals during a certain time. Actually, that's a lie. I eat sporadically, right? Because it's hard when you're working.
Yeah,
But now it's the exact opposite. I eat regularly because my wife's here, my family's here, and we coordinate meals together.
yeah.
So that's first set. But I'm staying up to like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up late, right?
Nine, ten.
His routine's kind of broken down. What's that?
You're waking up very late and you're like, you start work late, of course, right?
Yeah.
It's been happening to me too.
Well,
I go to sleep on time, but I can't, somehow I can't wake up late. Like it's just,
you know,
maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a
you
good
know,
thing.
you know, one of the craziest things is one of the symptoms of COVID
Yeah.
is not being able to wake up properly.
What? No way. Wait, so
It's literally stated there.
if you're waking up late, that's good or no?
If you're struggling to wake up,
Yeah.
right, it's one of the symptoms.
Okay, then I'm fine. I wake up early. My only problem has been that I can't sleep past 7 or 8. Like today morning,
Yeah,
I was up at 7, and my whole house is like sleeping, right? And they're like,
yeah.
"Why are you up so early?" It's a force I have,
Right.
right?
Yeah, of course.
I'd rather wake up early though. Like any day of the week, I'd rather wake up early, go to gym,
Yeah.
maybe even
Are you a
start.
morning person?
Yeah, exactly. I wake up, make breakfast for everybody, so they love me.
That's like, man.
In fact,
I honestly hate morning
this
people.
new house that this is my complete new house. We got it. 2 months ago.
You got this place 2 months ago?
Two months ago. Yeah.
Nice.
And
I feel bad for.
I got my car
Go
2 days
ahead.
before the quarantine started. New car, 2020
Oh
car.
no.
Outside, I can't do anything. You know how much I've driven it? 112 kilometers in 4 weeks, 3 weeks. It sucks. Can't do anything
So
with it.
shitty.
Yes.
That's
My
so
plan
shitty.
was like get
That's
a
a.
really cute girlfriend, take her out. Now there's no girlfriend. Just the car.
Oh man. Man, I remember we're talking about this. You're so excited to get that car.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't do anything now.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least stick around for a joyride here and there when you
Yeah.
can.
I guess I mean, I can't go too far because in Brampton, I'm not sure if you know this, but like on the highways there is police, and if like
Yeah.
they're stopping cars randomly and asking them where you're going. Uh,
Everywhere. It's
yeah,
everywhere. Toronto and
luckily, I didn't
Market
get
Street.
asked yet, but like I know people are getting tickets if they don't have a reason to be out, right?
Hmm. So I think it's Patrick Brown. He's he's what's his mayor of Brampton, right?
Mhm.
So I know Patrick for a while. He's been to my house. He's a great friend. He's very strict,
Yeah.
laying the law down pretty strictly.
Yeah.
And I think it's warranted. Like he's trying to prevent spread and all this. And especially in Brampton, it's been like a lot of cases of people not following the rules, following this quarantine. But man, it's kind of crazy when you're seeing police enforce quarantine procedures, especially
Mhm.
with heavy fines and tickets.
Mhm.
You know, it's like what $750 for not following quarantine.
750 exactly. My
Seven
neighbor
fifty,
got
right?
fined. My neighbor got fined 2 days ago. The guy paid 750.
Shit.
Yeah.
What do you get fined for?
For being out and no reason. He was at Lakeshore. He was close to Lakeshore or something, and police stopped him. They're like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "What do you mean? Where are you going?" He's like, "Are you going to a gas station?" No. Are you going to like groceries or something? No. Anything specific? No. They gave him a ticket for being out for no reason.
Wow,
I
that's
didn't believe
crazy.
him. I thought he's lying, but then he actually showed me the ticket, and it said, "Not following quarantine procedures during COVID-19." That's the ticket
Yeah,
name.
yeah. So I saw that as a whole Instagram, sorry, WhatsApp chain. People been forwarding it.
Yeah,
So I saw that. I mean, I believed it because you could see the ticket. You can show, and it looks like an Ontario type of ticket, right?
yeah.
And then people are talking about it after, oh, it's a rumor, because in Markham, it's not as strict. The cops are not giving tickets like that.
Hmm.
City of Toronto, yes and no. If only for like certain cases, if people are gathering more in a group of five, they'll ticket and stuff like that. But they
Yeah.
haven't pulling people over. So people here think that's a rumor, but I think Brampton is being a lot more strict, man. Holy.
Because I mean, insurance is high here. First of all, there's less hospitals here than other cities. There's only two major hospitals here, and the city actually Brampton is one of the biggest cities in Ontario. So we should have more hospitals, but there's not. And the drivers are crazy, of course. I mean, it's not a rumor. Everybody knows Brampton has crazy drivers. So
Yeah.
that might be why it's more protected here, right? Uh,
Yeah, Brampton is like Canada's Texas. Everything is so big. All the buildings are big. Houses are big. It's so spread out. It's so wide.
yeah,
Like driving across Brampton it's pretty hectic. I
yeah,
used to do a lot of field sales across the city, and Brampton was one of the worst areas because if you have customers across Brampton,
yeah.
right, going from one end of Brampton to the other end is
It's great. In
it's
fact,
insane.
when I moved, I lived in Brampton before too. My old house and new house are on opposite ends. Like that one was southwest. This one is
Mm.
northeast. Like it's crazy. But I mean, it's a much bigger house. I'll show you in fact. It's like here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's my new house.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Nice, man. That's great.
I'm sitting right here.
Looking good, man.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
great. But like, I feel for people who are in condos. I talked to a few people. There was one couple I talked to, Josh and his girlfriend. They live in a loft, like a 800 square foot loft. So there's no walls, right?
really?
So yeah, so lofts are open spaces, right? So it's just a studio apartment
Mm,
with no walls. So literally, to
Yeah.
get a break from each other, they'll have to go to the washroom and just, that's the only place you have a wall dividing you from.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
and that's tough, man.
that's
It's
tough.
one thing for us to have a space to walk around in, but if you're stuck in literally in a room, right? I mean, I
There's no
feel for a
problem,
lot of people who live in
right? I
condos.
mean, I'm sure when they like, I mean, they don't need privacy from each other, but like personal privacy is not there in places like that. How do you even stay quarantined in that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. But anyway, this has been fun, man. This has been great.
Yeah.
Let's cut the episode here. Really enjoyed the conversation. Right? Glad you're doing well, and let's keep in touch more, man.
Perfect. All right, we'll do another
So
one.
I'm gonna end that recording. We'll stick around. Just stick around for a little bit.